HealthNuts, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole, and today I thought it would be fun to do a little, kind of like a grocery haul, but it's gonna be a pantry haul. Since I just thought I would shop in my pantry and share with you guys my 20 pantry must-haves or like essentials that I always carry, and I think they're really good staples because they have a lot of different uses, they're very versatile, and they're just really good to have, especially right now, but just any time of the year. I always love having these, and they have saved me in so many situations. Now, before we hop in, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. It's free. I post every single week. You can click that red subscribe button down below. Join the HealthNut fam. It's fun here. We got recipes, we got vlogs, we got lots of Cashew, my boxer dog. She's really cute. I think this video is gonna be really helpful for you guys. Also, I'm gonna have a free pantry essentials printable that you can download. I'll have a link for that down below, so definitely check that out. And without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Pantry essential number one is some non-refrigerated milk. So this one here is just unsweetened oat milk. You can also find, you can pretty much find so many milks in the aisles of your grocery store. And the reason why I like these, even though on most weeks I do prefer to buy the one that's refrigerated because it has a little bit less fillers or preservatives, because obviously it's staying fresh and refrigerated, so it doesn't need as many things in it to keep it shelf stable. But I love having the ones that are good to store in the cupboard, because when you run out of the fresh stuff, or in this case, when you just want to have some stocked up stuff in the kitchen so you don't have to run out to the grocery store every few days or every week, these are so handy to have, and they have saved me in so many situations. I'm recipe testing, I'm baking, I'm making pancakes, and I run out of milk, and I have one of these in the back of the cupboard. You can make DIY buttermilk with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. You can add this to your coffee, you can add it to your smoothies. There are so many uses for dairy-free milk, and I like using oat milk, but like I said, there's almond. The possibilities are endless, and just get the non-refrigerated one. It will save you in so many situations. My next pantry staple is apple cider vinegar. So even though I keep mine in the fridge, you don't have to keep it in the fridge. It is fine to leave in a cool, dark place. The only reason I put it in the fridge is because it slows down the fermentation. So in this one, I don't know, you probably can't see, but it has some of the mother, which is the like fermenting aspect of apple cider vinegar. I forget exactly what it is, but just like kombucha will have the SCOBY, apple cider vinegar has the mother, and that's when you know it's like the real raw probiotic stuff. You want the one with the mother. And I actually have a huge tub of it. I have one from Costco that I leave downstairs, and then I just fill this little guy up when I need it. Apple cider vinegar is great because it's obviously a vinegar, so you can use it in salad dressings. You can use it, like I said, to make some dairy-free buttermilk, which is so good for baked recipes. There's a lot of uses for apple cider vinegar, and I just love having this on hand, and I think it's a great staple. The next item, which I'm sadly running low on, is Nutritional yeast. If you've never heard of it, it's so good. It's a deactivated yeast, so you don't have to worry about like candida or anything. And it basically is, I think it's made from molasses. I think that's what it's made from. It's so good. It has this like umami, like, I don't know, it smells so good. It's definitely cheesy, so that's the closest thing I can describe it as. It has like a cheesy, savory flavor. You can use it in replacement of Parmesan cheese or any other cheese. You can put this on pasta. You can make salad dressings with it. There's so many possibilities. I'm trying to think. Of course, like now I'm like, wait, what do I use it for? You can make like cheese sauces. You can put it on popcorn. I have a really good recipe in my cookbook that shows how to use nutritional yeast in a really delicious popcorn recipe. I love it for so many reasons. You can just top it on your salads, really anything, and it's so good. And it's actually fortified with B vitamins. So it's really good for you, and it tastes good, and sadly, I'm almost out, so I'm gonna have to order some more. This next item is maybe something you've never heard of before. It is coconut butter, also known as coconut manna. And the best way to describe this, it's like what peanut butter is to peanuts, but it's from coconuts. So it is coconut butter. So it's actually the meat, the oils, it's the whole everything together, blend it up into this creamy, smooth deliciousness. And I really love it because you can actually use it to make a really easy and healthy icing. So if you're making, or a glaze, if you're baking a lot right now, you can make really easy icing and glazes. For muffins, for banana bread. You can even just like smear it on banana bread that's like warm out of the oven and kind of use it as like a butter. It has like a bit of a sweetness to it, so you don't even have to add any maple syrup to it if you didn't want to. I use it a lot in the cookbook as well. I have a really delicious, actually one sec, wait, are we getting dark here? So I actually have these delicious lemon glazed blueberry muffins in the cookbook. So good. Oh, and also I use them to glaze my birthday cake. Actually, I use it for a lot of glazes, for my cake donuts as well. So good. You can top pancakes with it. It's just like a really good butter alternative, and it's shelf stable, so it'll last you a long time. And I just don't think it gets enough love. So I wanted to share it in this video. I want to share things that are obvious and also things that you may not have thought of. So coconut butter, it's the bomb. So this next one might sound obvious, but it is canned beans. Not just any beans, chickpeas, because these are multi-purpose. So not only can you use these as a salad topper, you can crisp these up in the oven and make some chickpea croutons. You can make hummus. You could add these to pasta. You could make like bean burgers from them, but the best part is that the water you can actually whip up and make what's called aquafaba, which is an awesome egg replacement for baked goods. You can put it in pancakes. You can make like a vegan meringue pie. There's so many different things that you can do with aquafaba. I actually have a banana bread muffin recipe that I put on my IGTV. I'll link that down below, and I showed you guys how to make this, like the aquafaba, and it's actually so easy. It takes 3 minutes to whip up, and the result in your baked goods is amazing. Like, it doesn't taste weird. It actually improves the texture of it, and it's just made with bean water that you would probably be throwing out. So highly recommend canned chickpeas. They're so good for so many reasons. Next up, we have rolled oats. I forgot to grab these, but these are a great pantry staple because not only can you make oatmeal, which is such an easy breakfast option, it's healthy, it's gonna keep you full, and you can like really play around with any flavor that you want, but you can also turn oats into oat flour. You just grind them up, and then oat flour can be used for so many things. You can use it as like a breading for chicken or fish. You could use it, I have a pancake recipe that uses oat flour. You can make so many baked goods, and I really like oat flour because it kind of mimics regular all-purpose flour. But yeah, it's really easy to use and it tastes really good. It's nice and hearty. You can put oats in smoothies. You can make granola, which is like my favorite thing to make. And yeah, so this is like, I like pantry staples that are multi-purpose. So oats, you can make oat flour. You could make oat milk if you wanted. I have not tried that yet, but you could do that. And I just think that they are an essential that you need to have in your life and in your cupboard. Next on my list is some full fat coconut milk. I always have a bunch of cans stored in my pantry. Sometimes I'll even have them in my fridge. The reason being is because canned coconut milk is great as chilled canned coconut milk is great to make some dairy-free coconut whip that you can put on a dessert. You can put it on pancakes, some fresh berries on top. It's a really quick dessert, and it's really easy to make. You don't even have to sweeten it if you didn't want to. I also like coconut milk for even savory dishes like curries, stews. Sometimes I'll add this to soups, and it just adds a really nice richness to the broth. You can also just use this straight up as milk for your coffee. You can put it in oatmeal. It's really creamy. I'm probably missing something, but those are some of my favorite ways to use coconut milk, and I just think it's delicious. This is one of my favorite brands. I like it because it's just coconut and water. It doesn't have any fillers. So play around with different brands, but this one's really good and it's pretty affordable because sometimes they can get really expensive. So when I see them on sale, I stock up. My next essential are bouillon cubes. And this is something I feel like I just grew up on having in the house. My mom always uses these, and these are amazing for when you're just making a soup, or even you're making rice or something you want to flavor and you don't have like chicken stock in the fridge on hand. And also too, like sometimes buying the carton ones can get pricey. These are really affordable and they're just compact. Like You get the little flavor cube, you add your liquid, and you have instant broth. It's as easy as pie or soup. Now, when it comes to bouillon cubes, you really want to look at the ingredients. Make sure there's no like MSG in it. This one is, I think it's all organic. Yeah, this one's certified organic. You also want to look for low sodium. The ones that aren't low sodium are so salty and you don't want that. So you want to be able to control the salt in your dishes. So buy low sodium, get organic, and then you can add in your salt when you're making your dish. Okay, so the next thing is an oil. Now, I was gonna choose coconut oil, but I feel like avocado oil is a little bit more multi-purpose for a couple of reasons. Number one, it has a high smoke point, so does coconut oil. But I've been using avocado oil a lot, especially in baking, because I don't need to melt it to use it. I really like that I can just measure it, add it right to whatever I'm cooking or baking, and it's already in liquid form. And you can buy coconut oil that is in liquid form. I just really like avocado oil. It's neutral tasting, so you don't have to worry about any like coconutty flavor if you don't like that. I really like this one from Chosen Foods. I use it a lot to like roast things, but even in my baked goods, I think it's a really good oil substitute. You can even make some homemade dressings from it. So lots of uses to use avocado oil with. All right, so I believe everyone needs a good all-purpose flour, and my favorite is spelt flour. This one is actually light spelt. Either or will work. I really like it. It's not gluten-free, so if you're looking for a good gluten-free all-purpose flour, you definitely need to make my HealthNut gluten-free flour blend. It's part of my Flour 101 guide. I'll link that down below. It's at the end of that guide. Definitely make it if you are gluten intolerant or you just like to have low gluten recipes like I do. I'll switch out between that one and spelt and like some other flours that I like to use. But spelt is really nice. It's ancient grain. It's lower in gluten, so a lot of people can digest this a little bit better. I think it has a really nice like nutty taste to it. I use it in a lot of baked goods like banana bread and stuff. Just, you can make some really good doughs with it. I just think it's a really good flour to have. And I actually want to test out making a sourdough with it because I love spelt sourdough. I buy it all the time. Haven't been buying it recently because my local bakery isn't open. I'm gonna try it with this, and you can buy like a big bulk bag of it. Yeah, I just think it's a really good all-purpose flour. It's just a little bit healthier for you than like the white all-purpose flour, in my opinion. So I like to use that one. That's like my go-to. Now, if I was gonna pick one nut or seed to have as a staple, it would be cashews. These are my go-to for so many reasons. You can make a creamy pasta sauce, a cheese dip, you could roast them. One of Matt's favorite recipes actually in the HealthNut cookbook are my honey sriracha roasted cashews. I probably butchered the name. One sec, let me find them. Honey roasted sriracha cashews. These are like Mr. Matt's favorite recipe in the book. They're so good, so simple to make. I think there's like 4 ingredients and 2 of those are salt and pepper. Really easy, and you can even make cashew milk. And if you have a high-speed blender, you don't even have to worry about straining it. It's one of my favorite nut milks to make. What else can you make? You can make like a homemade Caesar dressing with it. You just blend it up with a couple of other ingredients and it's so good. You can make cheesecake with it. You can, like, I don't even know what cashews can't do. There's so many uses for them, and I just think if you're gonna have one nut or seed, as long as you're not allergic, cashews is like the best. And it's very, like, you can flavor it or you can just add it into things and it's very neutral tasting, but it has a really good texture, and even just eating them like as is a really nice snack and has like a nice crunch. Fun fact, if you put them in the freezer and then snack on them, they're really, really good. Like the fats kind of like harden, and you can mix those with some like chocolate chips and like dried cranberries, and it's a really delicious like little trail mix snack. My next staple are medjool dates, and I love medjool dates because they're a little bit bigger and juicier than like traditional dates. And you can do a lot with them. You can blend them up into a sticky date paste and make granola bars with them. You can sweeten banana bread with them. You can chop them up and put them in a salad or in a trail mix or granola, or you can just snack on them. One of my favorite snacks is deep pitting a medjool date, adding some nut butter and like some chocolate chips to it, and it is like the best quick dessert on-the-go snack. They're so good. You can pop them in the freezer or fridge and just snack on them when you're craving something sweet. Or you can make some sticky date pudding, which is on my list to make. I would really like to healthify that, but they're just so good, and they're really good for you. There's tons of fiber in them, and they last a long time because they're already dried. Next up, we have a protein. We got some canned salmon. So I really like this one. This is a wild sockeye salmon. It's a little bit more expensive than like the cheaper version, but it's so much better for you. And this is just a 4-pack I got from Costco. And the great thing about canned salmon is it's gonna last a long time, but there's so many uses for it. You can add it to a salad for a quick protein fix. You could make a really yummy salmon salad with like some mayonnaise and mustard and stuff and put it into a sandwich, kind of like a tuna salad sandwich. Yeah, there's so many uses. You can really play around with this, and I think it's just a great protein staple to have in your pantry. So the next item, I'm actually doing like a hybrid. I'm doing like grains and pasta because I really think both of them, they're like interchangeable. So I have 2 kinds of pasta here. I have this one, it's a chickpea pasta that's really yummy. And then I also have this, I think it's a quinoa and red and white quinoa pasta. I also like brown rice pasta, but I think whatever kind of pasta you like will work. Also for grains, I really like quinoa, brown rice. I'm out of brown rice right now. But yeah, whatever grain is your favorite. They're so versatile. You can obviously make a pasta with them. With the quinoa, you can make a breakfast like oatmeal bowl. You can add them to soups. I love adding in like half a cup of rice to a soup. Just to really like give it some more heartiness. And yeah, like you could do a pasta bake, homemade mac and cheese. The possibilities are endless, and I just think having some good grains and pastas is essential at all times. I mean, you gotta have some carbs. Next up is canned pumpkin. I almost put applesauce in here, but I think canned pumpkin puree is a little bit more versatile because it can add a really nice, a lot of moisture to baked goods, like in banana bread or pancakes. Those are like my go-tos, clearly. But you can also use it in a savory dish. So you could add this to thicken up chilies or stews. You can make a really nice like pumpkin curry sauce. You can make a pasta sauce, like adding, I think I have a pumpkin pasta recipe on my blog. You could do like pumpkin and tomato sauce and mix those together, and it's just so delicious. It has a little bit of sweetness to it, and it's just not only for Thanksgiving. I think a lot of people think pumpkin puree is like for pumpkin pie, which obviously you can make as well and is delicious, but there are so many usages for it, and it can be used in a lot of savory dishes as well. I even have a butternut squash lasagna recipe that you could totally sub pumpkin puree for the butternut squash, and it would be just as delicious. Now for my pantry sweetener of choice, I really like coconut sugar. My second favorite would be maple syrup, but I have to keep that one in the fridge. So I want to show one that was shelf stable. And I love coconut sugar. If you are still on the white sugar train and you feel like you can't make the switch, I promise it is just as sweet. If anything, coconut sugar has a really nice like caramel flavor to it, kind of like brown sugar. It's lower glycemic, and it pretty much can be used in anything that you're using regular sugar in. I think it's delicious, and yeah, it has like, yeah, definitely like a slight burnt caramel scent. Not a burnt, but I don't know, it has like a deeper scent than brown sugar, I feel like. You can put it obviously in your coffee and tea. You can use it on like apple crisp sprinkled on top. I don't use a ton of sugar, to be honest, but coconut sugar is one of my favorites, and I think it's really versatile to use in a lot of stuff that you would use regular sugar in. All right, so my next item is one that I almost didn't throw in here, but I think it's a really good and maybe a little bit unique pantry staple that you wouldn't have thought of, and that is protein powder. So I typically use vanilla protein powder in my morning green smoothies, which you guys know I love. This one is an unflavored one, and I think that protein powder can be so useful, especially as a pantry staple, because obviously it's another protein source. But when you do the unflavored, you can really just add it to anything you want for some extra nutritional value. So you could add this into muffins, obviously a smoothie. You could even add it into savory things too. Like a scoop of it goes a long way. Like I said, you're getting extra protein, extra nutrients. This has like a ton of minerals and vitamins in it. And this one's plant-based. I personally like plant-based protein. I feel like it digests better for me. It has no sugar in it. It's gluten-free. It's really all-purpose. You can add it to like pancakes and cookies, whatever you like, without compromising the flavor of what you're making. I will link this one down below. It's one of my favorites. Next on my list is some canned tomatoes. So these ones here are just organic, no salt added, diced tomatoes. And the reason why I love these is because you can make your own pasta sauce. You can also add these to soups, stews, casseroles, lasagna. If you wanted the texture a little bit more saucy, you could just blend these up in a food processor, add in your seasoning like garlic and spices, olive oil, and you can really flavor this up. Always have these on hand, and they just come in handy for so many reasons. Chilies are a great way to add these in, and like I said, you can make your own pasta sauce. But yeah, having canned tomatoes is a really great addition to like so many meals. And then, like I said, they're canned, so they're gonna last forever, and then you don't have to worry about running out. Okay, so we just have a couple of more. My next one is dried beans, legumes, lentils, whatever you want to call them, or whatever you have or like, because they're all like kind of in their own different categories. But my current favorites are lentils. I really like green lentils. These are such a good protein source, really good in even just cooking up and adding into soups. I really like that. You could make a lentil salad, like a warm lentil salad. You could even add these, or you can make them into some veggie burger patties. Those are really good. Lots of uses for lentils, but just even in like a simple tomato lentil soup is so good. And you know, you add your garlic, your onion in there, and it's like the simplest soup, but it's so flavorful. And then other ones that I like are some yellow split peas. You can make dal with this. One of my favorite, like very comforting stews. It's an Indian dish. It's so good. And you can actually use some of your diced canned tomatoes in there, some of the coconut milk, a lot of spices. It's delicious. And then also just dried beans. So these are chickpeas, which you just want to make sure to hydrate them and then cook them. There's actually a really fun video from the YouTube channel Bon Appetit, which I've been watching a ton while I've been catching up and binge watching on YouTube. And it's really fun because it's just food content, so it's kind of like relaxing to watch. I think it was, who made it? Was it, not Claire? I always forget her name. Clara? No. I forget, it's the other girl's name. Anyways, I'm gonna link the video of one of the chefs cooking beans. I think she did white beans, I'm not sure, but it looked so good. It just like makes you wanna crave just cooking beans and eating that as like a main. It was so delicious, so I'm definitely gonna be making that, but I'll link the video down below if you guys want some ideas. Yeah, they're really good. They're dried, they last a long time in your cupboard. I don't think they ever really go bad. And then you can just rehydrate them and use them for so many different things that you'd like. And like I said, another really great protein source. And then last but not least, we are finishing off with something sweet. I got some chocolate chips. I'm actually also running low. I have some more downstairs. I need to fill this up. Chocolate chips, they're fun. They make things taste delicious. You can add these to banana bread, chocolate chip cookies. You could add these into pancake mix, like whatever you like. Having some good quality chocolate chips on hand is really delicious. These are, I think, the Camino brand. There's no dairy in them. It's really good chocolate. You can melt them down and make like a chocolate drizzle or something. Chocolate chips are pretty versatile. You don't have to eat them in chocolate chip form, but if you are gonna melt them down, you wanna make sure it's good quality chocolate. A lot of the ones out there that are cheaper are mostly just sugar and not so much chocolate. So you wanna get a good quality one, but I always like to have them on hand because I think they're a fun addition to a lot of baked goods. You can just snack on them as is, or put them in the stuffed dates with peanut butter, like I said. So good. All right, so that is my 20 pantry essentials video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some good ideas. I would love to know what your top 3 must-have pantry essentials are. Leave me a comment down below. Also, like I said, I'm gonna have a free printable of my pantry and just kitchen staples. The printable also includes hearty vegetables that last longer and freezer staples, so you can get that for free. Just enter your email. A link will be down below, and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna have all of these products linked down below as well for you guys to purchase if you wanna do some online shopping. A lot of these I think are pretty accessible brands, but yeah, I'll link some of my favorites. Thank you so much for hanging out. As always, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel and gets more eyeballs struggles finding my channel and watching my videos. So thank you so much for all the support. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy, and I'm excited to connect with you guys via YouTube, via video form, and just check in with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week, and have a fabulous day. Bye guys.